Good spirited practice today on Thursday, last week of physical preparation for the week. I thought our guys have had a very workmanlike attitude this whole week. Focus has been good, guys have been sharp, and we're ready to go out on Saturday. Physically we're ready, but again around here we don't we don't stop preparing until the kickoff of the game, and so a lot of that preparing now is getting our bodies right, eating, hydrating, resting, and then getting in our tips and reminders, watching that extra bit of film, and mentally preparing to win a game on Saturday. Questions?
Coach, over here. Your former boss was pretty opinionated and had some things to say about you. He said that you threw your team under the bus when you made a comment about fairy dust after the game, and he also said you got a reality check after getting 51 dropped on you. What's your response to that?
Oh, I don't have any. I don't have time to worry about comments made by somebody else and about their program. I'm worried about our program and winning a game. And anybody that's been around me and our staff for the last 9 months knows that we've never disparaged the previous staff or our current players.
So you don't feel like you threw guys under the bus after the game?
Next question.
Tom, is there an update on Shane or
the only update is he's getting better. Not good enough to throw today, but signs of improvement were marked the last 24 hours. So, this thing will go down to game time, I would imagine. We couldn't ask for better preparation from a guy that's not throwing the football to be doing the things that he's doing rep after rep, play after play, has been encouraging. So if he's ready to go and the doctors say he's ready to go, then he'll play.
Would you feel comfortable starting him without any practice this week?
Yeah. I mean, it's a guy, I think Coach Beck said it yesterday, it's a guy that's got 13 starts under his belt. He's not a freshman anymore, and the way that he has prepared throughout the week, if he's physically ready, there's no doubt in my mind he'll be mentally ready.
When we were walking up, saw a water balloon fight. Is that to make sure they're not too tight from the loss, and to make sure they're having fun still? What's the? No,
our O-line at the end of each week of practice, we kind of do something fun, whether it be a skid or whatever, to kind of know that, hey, the hay is in the barn physically, so to speak. And so that was just their little celebration this week, and look forward to next week's to see on Thursday what they come up with next.
Tom, you said Monday that the psyche is fragile. So where do you think the team is? Guys talked about, Orlando said, reestablishing the identity. Where is the mindset of the team right now?
Really good. We talked. An old sheet that I had, it's I don't know who wrote it, but it's kind of says the difference between winners and losers, and winners focus on solutions, losers focus on problems. Winners take responsibility, losers blame others. One of the big ones was winners enjoy being in the present, yet learn from the past. Losers live in the past. And so we've really harped on our guys. You can't live in the past. Do we want to learn from those mistakes and make sure we do everything we can this week not to repeat them? Absolutely. But we're going to enjoy the present. We're going to enjoy this week and the opportunity that we have to go 1-0 and play a really good team in front of our home fans again, and excited to do it, and excited to correct some of the mistakes that we know we need to get corrected.
Piggybacking off of that a little bit, so much build up to any season opener, but especially this one with your debut and all that, the culture change. How do you guard against a letdown with your players with the game, and how do you make sure they relish in getting to play at home, especially when they're going to be gone for a month?
Yeah, that's a special place. I mean, playing at home here at Texas is one of the great gifts that our players have, and I don't care what happened, win by 50, lose by 50, win by 1, lose by 1 the week before. The opportunity to go out in front of our home fans and put on a good show is one that we'll never take for granted.
things that Sam can do if Sam plays Saturday? Are there things he can do differently from Shane that add to the offense, or?
Not really, no. He's probably a step faster of a runner, but I don't know how much we want him running if Shane's not available. So that gets negated a little bit in that certain scenario. So no, I think they're pretty similar.
Tom, when was the last time in your career you started a true freshman quarterback? I mean, I know JT was a redshirt.
Never. Yeah, JT was a redshirt freshman. So
yeah.
Never.
Is that something that, I mean, I don't know if there's been opportunities in the past, but is that something where you just want these guys to stay on the developmental path and not be thrown into that?
Ideally, certainly, but one of the advantages that Sam has is that he was here in January too. That's a big positive for young quarterbacks that want to come in and play early. If they can get in and get a winter conditioning and a spring practice and a summer training under their belt, are they true freshmen by classification? Yes, but not necessarily by understanding college football at that point. So ideally we wouldn't be in this situation, but we are, and we're confident that if he has to go, that he'll perform admirably.
What's the communication been like between Shane and Sam this week? Do you see Shane kind of being in Sam's ear, knowing that he may not be able to
A ton, yeah. Shane's done a great job of, again, he's a good 4 or 5 yards behind Sam, and if he sees something good or bad that he feels like he needs to tell Sam, then he does, and coaches him when he needs corrections, encourages him when he does well, and so it's been good to see.
How was Gerard when you said, hey, we need you to take reps at quarterback, with him having moved to receiver last year? How has that conversation gone?
He was excited. Gerard is a great team guy, a guy that understands, we need to do whatever we can to win a football game, and he's willing to do whatever he can to help his team win.
If Sam plays well, does it still Shane's job come Monday if he's healthy and ready to go, or are you still going to do it on a week-to-week basis?
Yeah, I don't know that it was ever again Shane's job. Shane earned it through how he had practiced, and he'll have every opportunity to earn it again. So we don't treat that position much differently than any other, in terms of you've got to go out and perform on a daily basis for your teammates in practice for you to start and play on Saturday. And so, but there's no doubt in my mind that Shane will do that.
2 last ones.
Tom, how important is it for your offensive line and your defensive front to regain some confidence this weekend in their ability to run the ball and stop them?
Well, I think it's important. You said offensive and defensive lines?
Yeah.
Offensive line particularly, because we've got to be able to whether it's a banged up Shane Buechele or a true freshman Sam Ehlinger, we've got to be able to run the ball to take some pressure off of our quarterback. And then the defensive line, there's a lot more that goes into stopping the run than good defensive line play. And did they play great? No, but I don't think they played awful. We had some mental mistakes that cost us being in the wrong gap, but other than that, they played okay. So we have to stop the run. I mean, that's a given, and we didn't do a very good job of it last week. But on defense, stopping the run is 11 guys doing their job.
Coach, you've always been really particular. You want your coaches to be the voice to the team. So, what's your thoughts on a players-only meeting early in the week?
I thought it showed good initiative. Now, if you're having too many of those, it means you got a problem. But I didn't. When I found out about it, I didn't mind it. We have taught them and trained them that the way to win games and have successful seasons is to be a player-led team rather than a coach-fed team. And so now, again, what was said in there, I'm hoping was productive, and but every now and again to have one of those is not is probably pretty good, considering that means that some of the leaders have showed the initiative. But too many of them means you probably have an issue.
Thanks, Coach.
We had one more.
The two-back stuff, you know, I know you've run that in the past. Is that something that, with your personnel, you envision seeing?
Are you referring to like when we put the H receiver in the backfield, or two
Or
true
even
tailbacks?
Kyle and Chris back there with the fly sweep action.
No, not I don't know that those guys give us, you know, what a Reggie Hemphill or our Monty Foreman could give us from the speed and edge standpoint. So, you know, for now, if we line up in two back sets, most of the time it's going to be the H receiver, the slot receiver back there. Thank you.